Welcome to Lotus channel again. We already have uploaded into the YouTube channel Lotus 7 videos. It's series of video and it is a guided meditation. We have observed that hundreds of people have listened to that. We also have received few questions. Among them, I have chosen one very important question, and in the answering of that, I'm covering all the other questions as well. I specifically chose this question. The person doesn't want to disclose his name or any other thing, but he permitted me to go ahead with the question and the answer. Before we come to the question and the answer, as usual, let us be mindful at this moment. You all know all these videos are there for us to exercise our mindfulness, the present moment, our consciousness. We are not expecting to bring you any further information or knowledge. In other words, through these videos, you are not going to be further overburdened with knowledge. Instead, you are exercising the practical aspects of all what we are explaining here. Okay, the question is, I'm sure you all are sitting comfortably and then you are sensing your breath. Whatever you see, whatever you feel, whatever you hear, I know that you are sensing them now. In simple terms, you are the toddler. You should be in this frequency and then you are listening to this. Don't try to gain any knowledge. Let the transformation take place within you and you are just being the silent watcher. So the question is whether I'm speaking about the vertical dimension. Whether I'm speaking about vertical dimension. Yes, answer is yes. Exactly, I'm talking about the vertical dimension in all these series. Why not horizontal dimension? Now, when you draw graphs in your school's high studies, even in your degrees or postgraduates, you have the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. Horizontal axis most of the time speak about the quantity or volume. Now here you simply take the number of subjects you have learned in your school. Maybe even in high school, you might have learned 2 or 3 subjects, but here we are only taking one thing and reaching its great depth. Furthermore, if you are considering about the horizontal axis, you are further following more amount of knowledge, but when it comes to vertical axis, you leave behind knowledge and you are getting to a state where you are in beyond knowledge level. I'm going to further explain. Now, we learned about deep breathing, thankfulness, forgiveness, focusing, surrender, and being the flow. In each thing, I have exercised how we are going to be in the greater depths. Now, in breathing, I told you first of all, you have to observe or sense your breathing. I told you You should not exert an extra effort. Instead, you see how naturally it is taking place. There you learned that breathing is an unintentional incident. Then you went to deep breathing where you exhaled and you retained or you held your breath for some times and then you exhale. When you continue it for some times, I told you that some of you might, actually not some of, by now, most of you might feel your blood circulation within you. At the end of that, you are coming to a very greater relaxation, perhaps a complex relaxation that you cannot explain yourself using the words in your vocabulary. So, breathing went into that depth. Then we came to thankfulness. Yes, I told you simply you have to thank everything. And I told you one inhalation or one exhalation equals everything. Because if you couldn't continue one inhalation along with the next exhalation, you will have to die. And with the death, with the physical death, you will have to leave everything in your life, all the mundane things. And also, now you know, even for the sun and the moon, the rain and the water, you need to be thankful. You know, because of sun, the photosynthesis process take place. Moon is also important for the ecological balance. And when it comes to rain, yes, we have learnt about the water cycle. If not for rain, if not for water cycle, things will be very difficult in human existence. And also food cycle. Along with the food cycle, we will have to talk about the flora and fauna. So I'm not going to explain them everything because I don't want you to be overburdened with knowledge. But you know, now all these things are well knit in the environment. We have nothing to do rather than accepting what it is that has been given by the Mother Nature. So how grateful, how depth it is that we being thankful. And also, when it comes to an enemy, shouldn't we be thankful for him? Yeah, you might question why should we be thankful for the enemy? He should forgive us. But did you look at in a different perspective about the enemy? Enemy is the person. Actually, you don't have an enemy at the moment because you are much developed. But there can be for some. If that is the truth, then you can take that time or take that opportunity to thank him because of your enemy you improved your patience. Because of your enemy you turned yourself into your inside so that now you are much better. Because earlier you wanted to change everything outside which is completely uncontrollable, but now whatever happens outside, you think you turn your side and you see what changes had happened within you. So an enemy or a thief, even a murderer gives you an opportunity to look into your inside, whether you are in the present moment, whether you are still mindful having lost millions of your property. So that thief or even the enemy or the murderer had given you a chance to look at into your inside, for which you need to be grateful. Then we came to forgiving. Simply it's a way of giving up. You are not going to harbor anger, wrath, any negative emotions. Once again, a thief who stole your property should be forgiven. Simply saying, now say for an example, your mobile phone was stolen when you were traveling in the public transport. Yeah, I do agree. You feel so sorry for that. You might have committed a lot in that. But if the universe has decided, if you all are coming into the world with a certain plan, in that plan this incident is included, whether you are interested to hear it or not, it is there. If the time duration that you can use that your iPhone or whatever the phone is limited up to that time, then of course there will be a certain circumstance for you to lose it, because that is in the plan. We are not in a position to change it. So the best way that we can face the situation is accepting it and forgiving it. Then we came into focusing our intention. We say that we focused into our things, but sometimes we are unable to focus into our intention, which does not create a very clear mind picture. If you want to create something, yes, you can create it. If you can think of something, yes, you can create it, you can receive it. Simply saying, you are already in a creation, you are already in a manifestation. Imagine what you are now. Most of the things you have obtained by now, you have already created those things so many years back. So it's the same thing that's going to happen in the future as well. So there is no rocket science here. It's as simple as that. So if you want to develop your whatever it could be the education or wealth or even mindfulness or your peace in your inside, whatever, so you can have a certain goal. That's no problem in that. But the thing is, you can planning is always good, but running the plan as it is expected is not a must, so that you are against the flow. So focusing on your intention is always good. You can make it a powerful thought, you can energize it so that you are giving a certain direction for your targets. It's no problem. Then surrender, we have learned that surrendering, law of surrendering says that it is all about accepting everything as it is or they are, because we have learned that we have no control on anything in the external world. So changing, fighting, all those things, except rather than accepting, if you are changing or if you are fighting, for that you need an effort. But surrendering does not need effort, it is effortless. Finally, we learned about being the flow. You see, a swan on the water, enjoying the ultimate bliss of the nature, no past, no future, no anger, no boredom, not even this moment, not even a present moment. Most valuable and beautiful things in the ocean are in great depths. So you are in the flow as you naturally letting yourself fly, meaning you are enjoying your life. It's highly tranquil. Your inner peace is always maintained. You experience the bliss of the universe. You are always connected to the high frequencies into the universe. Once again, if I ask you this question as I asked you earlier, what problems do you have at this moment? You don't have any problems at this moment, because you are in the great depths now, great depths of this silence. The power of now is this is the power of now. You are right here, right now, right here, right now. So vertical dimension is all about that. So I'm sure that the person from United States of America, you asked me about this question. You questioned me whether I am talking about the vertical dimension of this existence. Yes, I further explained you of what I have told you already, based on what I have told you already, with little more information. So I'm sure even this exercise you all have done pretty much well, so that we further need your comments, we further need your question, because it's your question that form us into a better direction. So based on your questions that we are receiving, we are going to release our next videos as well. If you think this explanation or this presentation is valuable to you, so it's Right up to you to share, comment, subscribe these videos, because this is an act towards humanity, because we need to pass this message as much as possible into the world where everybody will be in peace and everybody will think about sharing and caring, so that we can try our best personally to make this world a much better world. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, all of you.